From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Today, a pair of rivals from the AFC West. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Well, this weather is not cooperating as we're set to go. And we're underway from Kansas City. On the return, it's Rondale Moore. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Go on.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's going to be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And he drives this into the pouring rain. And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. Looks to be about the 17-yard line.
Their own 17-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
His first throw is an interception. Cameron Curl has it. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. You're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. You've got to flush that mistake and press on ahead. Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
Sends this to the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. You've got to find a completion right there.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover. Now Boswell on to send this away. Has this at the 6. And he's out of bounds up across the 25.
take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. They cross the 40. Nice run there. No one's around him. He's got space. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. Give him a full 40 on the play. And that's good for Raiders first. So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. Shotgun handoff here for Junkins. He finds space into the red zone. And he's finally brought down at the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas. And you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run. Get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders pull ahead 6-3 in the first. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Moore with a return. He dodged the tackle. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
On the return, the Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Forced out to his right. That's completed right side. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
He's going deep this time. He's got it inside the 10. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that gives them first and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
From the red zone on first. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Another throw coming from Murray. Escapes the pocket. And they take this in for the score. The Chiefs with a slim 2-point lead early. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Chiefs push their lead to 3. starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that on your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. He'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Penix. Like a good target prop, Neighbors is there. And they make the tackle at the 38. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Vegas first down. New set of downs for him at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's Judkins on 1st down. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Motioning the tight end now. From the shotgun, Penix finds him over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
To the air on 3rd and long. Getting out to his left. Throwing to the back of the end zone. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a field goal lead in our opening quarter.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. 14-10 our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Now Borregales on to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. And they're whistling for a stop. It looks like that's one of the Chiefs in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. That throw behind his intended target.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Trying to throw this from the gun. On the move, headed right. Connects with fans. He's at near midfield and still going. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Shakes himself free. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Zay Frazier has it. And the Raiders take over as he records his 10th career INT.
A lot of defenders got some offense in their background, and it's been my life experience that they'll tell you about it. And right there, he put it on display. He brought in the pick and instantly became a runner, searching for the open field to add a little something to the return.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Now Penix off the play action. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Blake Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Chased out to his right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out, how in the heck do we turn this around?
Starts his return from the 23. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Play action now, Murray. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Ruben Hipple light the second with the pick. He'll take over inside the red zone as he goes out on the return. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. Okay, let's put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
Penix on 1st down. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Picked out by Quinion Mitchell. 40. Into the red zone. And he's going to take this one back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Now, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Moore with a return. Ooh, a big leg from the coverage team there. And that's going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Back to the air following that pick 6. Short pass brought in. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, able to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Now Hooker. And this one is launched downfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Caught by his running back, Judkins. This is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for Raiders first.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. And the running back's still doing it to this day.
Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. They'll run with Johnson. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up second and goal.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up third and goal. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Raiders facing a deficit near the break. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. On the jump. Turned away from the goal line on the last snap. Need to make it 1 more yard here on third and goal.
Let's go now. Ramp up 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready, go.
This time looking to throw. Oh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal. Andres Borregales out now to attempt this field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Borregales connects. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Moore with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10. Shaking off the pitch quickly. He's going to throw. Completed over the middle. Has some daylight through the 40. Has room down the left sideline. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get some late points and the lead. Boswell to add the PAT. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. Moore with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Working from the gun to Suggs. First and 10.
19, Charger, 79 Broncos. Go.
Throwing off the play fake. was nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Looking to throw again on second down. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
3rd and long for him here. And they're going to touch him down as they line up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs too. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Raiders.
Throwing it again here. Left side into the hands of Warren. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. New set of downs for him at the 38. Now here's Hooker. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that.
And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders earn the chance to tie it before halftime. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring into a defense. Other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Moore with a return. In the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Here's Murray, 1st and 10. That pass caught by Wicks. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Blitz coming here, Brock. It's Murray. Nice game left side. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
A 58-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they've taken back the lead. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Moore with a return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Needed a lot more to reach the landing zone, so the drive going to start at their own 40-yard line. John Kins out the middle. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on first. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
Back and 60. Ready, go.
To throw his hooker. It's complete. Kyle Williams. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders take the lead right away in half number 2. Corey Dallas on for the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Raiders take a 4-point lead.
Chiefs 27. Andy Borregales sends
Now Borregales on to send it away. Moore with a return. And this manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31.
Omaha.
I'll start this one out with Barkley. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Throwing the out route complete. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
And he cuts it back right. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. On 1st and 10, it's Murray. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Now Murray on the play fake. And they will score! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs grab the lead on their first series of the half. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Chiefs push their lead to 3. Now Boswell on to send this away. Moore with a return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the pistol, here's Junkins. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Hooker to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play, and that's a Vegas first down.
Las Vegas first down. A gain of 5.
Come on.
First down. Las Vegas.
From the gun, Judkins. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle, is you can be defined by your relentlessness, and his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They get 28 out of that play. And that's good for Raiders first.
A 28-yard gain. And Las Vegas, first down.
Here's Hooker. Completed to his running back. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he's going to have this one down to the 20. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
If you really study the great teams when it comes to running that play, that draw concept, watch the offensive lines pad left. Those defenders, those linebackers, they're looking for cues and tells. That offensive line gives it away, that play gets hit.
And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Raiders take a third quarter lead. Gallis on for the extra point. Drifted near that upright, but he gets it to go. And the Raiders take a 4-point lead.
38. Chiefs, 34.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Moore with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Play action now. Murray. Taking a deep shot here. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off the defense at any time.
And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs take a third quarter lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Chiefs push their lead to 3. Now Boswell on to send this away. Moore with a return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
Okay, break.
The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. Handoff now to Judkins. Has a lane past the 45. A lot of space ahead. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take the lead on the first play of the drive. Borregales on for the extra point. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Raiders take a 4-point lead.
Chiefs, 41.
Now Borregales on to send it away. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
That's
just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tackled there by Mike Green.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Green.
Throw here, 3rd down. Buys time, rolling right. Dumps it off to Barkley, complete. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They get 13 on the pickup, and it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
He'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Force that to his right. Finds his back, here's Barkley. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. New set of downs for him from the 46. Going on 1st down. Here's Murray. Going all the way to the end zone here. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win. Timing is everything in life. Timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. And that one's incomplete for now. It brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. So here's Chris Boswell in a high-pressure spot. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Fields it, and he's going to run this one back from the end zone. He's past the 30. A big hit at the end there, Brock, but only a very small measure of revenge defensively after that big gain.
Okay, break.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Judkins running between the tackles. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Another game to Judkins. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. This gets the 1st and more. Up to the races, middle of the field. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders now lead by 10. They broke out the design run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Moore with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. They give to Barkley, left side. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Now Kyler. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Darian Porter. And the Raiders will be set up great after a terrific return down inside the 15.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Escapes out to the left. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Raiders make it a 3. So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
Go.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to work after throwing the pick. It's a screen to Barkley. Done some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. Looking quickly here.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
First and 10, Murray. Trying for the deep ball. Zay Frazier has it. And the Raiders are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
At their own 9-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10. Toss play here. Judkins drifting ever closer to their goal line as he winds up backwards to his own 5.
The difficult part is not tracking him out there. Almost every corner in the league's got the speed to do that. What separates him from others is the physical. Can he avoid getting tied up in a block? And then can he deliver that blow for a loss?
Working near his goal line. Absolutely fires this one right side. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third.
Trap 60, trap 60. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Set up.
Here he goes, third and long. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Picked off by Quinion Mitchell. Now, in that spot, Brock, I think his first priority is just getting a throw of some kind of way and avoiding the safety, right?
Yeah, no question about it, Kate. And I know it's so easy for us up here in this comfy booth, armchair quarterback, but you can't ever relax when you're reading the coverage. Just because you're worried about taking the safety, you still got to stand, you got to deliver, and you got to take care of the football.
6-yard pickup. Brings up second and 4.
Kyler throwing here. Rolling out to his left. And they come through the sack to bring around third down. Offense up to the line fast. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
That's one.
3rd and long for him here. Hits him on the out route. And they to stop him before he can reach that marker. And now we've got a penalty flag out too. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on third down.
Hey, Ace, 2-2.
Throwing here, Murray. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Desperation time here. Escapes the pocket. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
And here's Judkins. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointment. Pointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Another one for Judkins. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
And the Raider first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Raiders moments away from a 2-0 start. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. And he's going to take a knee.
Here we go.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
Here we go.
Setting up for the kneel down on third. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.